Now, if you all do remember a while ago, I did a video regarding a gaming desk which was from X-Rocker. Now, it was a brilliant desk, had the nice carbon fibre feel to it, and it was adjustable, just obviously had to do it manually by taking the bolts out of the legs and then putting them back in. But then that was quite small because I started upgrading my setup. So I decided I wanted something different. So we went for an IKEA setup. So we got two sets of Alex drawers and we also got a kitchen worktop, which actually worked out very nice, and I'm still using it to this day. But editing videos gets a little bit tedious. I'm always sat down, I'm always in that same position, it gets annoying. So I always like the fact that I can stand up and edit my videos, and then I can sit down whenever I want to edit my videos. Makes work life a lot easier when you're more comfortable. So an amazing company got in touch with me regarding some of their products and some of their desks, and they kindly sent one over, and that's what we're going to be reviewing today. But you're going to have to watch me build it first, so don't worry, I'm going to speed up the whole process and we're going to go through how to actually build this. So why don't we start doing that now? So just before we do start, this is what we're taking a look at. So this is the electric desk, and let's get into it. So first of all, just going to get everything out of the box and actually lay it out to make sure we have all the parts first of all before we actually start the build. That's always great practice, doesn't matter what type of product it is, always make sure you have everything before you start. So we'll do that now. So I got all the parts out. Yes, all the parts are there. So what we're going to pretty much do now is go through a time lapse of me pretty much building it. We'll look at the final product and I'll explain to you roughly how it works. And I think this is going to be a really nice one. The colour they sent over really is nice. It's more of a darker wood than what my desk is at the moment, but that doesn't matter because it's still a beautiful colour. So what we're going to do now, go through a time lapse and actually get this built. Always make sure when you're building something like this, use the instructions. Don't use the image on the box, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get it wrong. And if you get it wrong, you're probably going to break it. If you break it, kind of your own fault. So just make sure you look at the instructions. So far, all I've done is actually get the legs and the bolts on, so that's all we've done so far. So then we move to the next step, and like I said, follow the instructions. It causes you less havoc in the long run. So I've got the first foot on there, and the one thing to remember about this is this: you've got 5 bolts in the centre there that are going to keep this secure. You have a nice protection plate on the other side, which will just clip in just like that. And then you have feet either side. So the good thing about these feet, if you are going to have this on an uneven surface, you do have 2 feet on either side, one at the top, one at the back here. So if you do need to adjust it, you can do that. I'm going to do the other leg, so I'm just going to skip to that part. So we've got both the legs on. All we need to do now is get the side plates on either side where the desk is actually going to sit, and we can go from there. We're also going to get the plate onto the side as well for the cable management, and we're also going to get that done there. So that's simply, you've got 2 plates there, and you've also got the cable management tray. So we're going to get the plates on first, and again, we'll speed it up. So I've done the two side plates, one on either side. I'm just going to pop the cable management tray right in the centre here. And it's just as simple as two little screws that go straight into the frame. As simple as that. So we now have both plates either side and we have the cable management tray. Now we've just got to get the rest done. So what I'm going to do is pop that side of the bar into the little hexagon there, and then this can slide all the way up. So that bar slides in there, then this portion of the bar needs to slide over here into this little bracket. And then that just slides over like that, so now this bar is secure to the motor side, and then we just need to tighten down the screws with the Allen key they provide, because the Allen key has got screws on the other side as well. So as we can see from this point, we have the side mounts fitted. This is where the desk is actually going to sit on top of. We have the bar fitted all the way around here into the motor, which you can see right there. And then there's the motor. So I've already got the feet on. Now we just need to get the desk put together and actually on top of here, and we'll test it out. So when it comes to the desk, we do have 6 little ports here for the dowels, and that is pretty much what we're going to use to actually connect it all up when it wants to focus. So we're going to be using these dowels to actually get it all connected, so I'm just going to pop these in all these little holes. And then this is how the two parts of the desk is actually going to go together. So as we can see now, we have the feet all in place, we have the legs in place, we've got the motor down here with the connector, we have the desk all in place, we have the bar, as well as the cable management tray. So we're pretty much all done. What we need to actually do is actually get the power supply cables that came with it. Which is all of this. So what we need to do is actually get this connected up. Obviously this one's going to be for your main power supply as well. So we've got your actual control settings, that's going to sit on the outside of the desk, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to get all this untied and then we will get it all built. So I've started to get all the cables in, but what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this over to where it's going to stay for the rest of its life in this room, and we're going to have a look at the specs. So let's go. So here is the desk, guys. So as you can see, I've got my main desk, which is here, and then I've got the new desk, which is here. Now, in this setup that I've got currently, this is going to be used predominantly for my overhead shots. So when I'm reviewing products, like obviously this new Samsung 20 going on here, my camera is fitted right above the ceiling, and I can get a shot. But what do I do if this isn't close enough? You know, with a mechanical desk, all I need to do is click one button. So I click one button and the desk does everything for me. So if I want a really high shot, you know, this can go from all the way down to 72 all the way up to 122, and it's going to do everything for me. And as you can see, the desk is going up there very smooth and relatively quite quick as well. And it goes all the way up to 122. And as soon as it's finished, it's still going, and it's going to probably come out of frame, so I might have to jump this up a bit. So there we go, now it's back in frame. So as we can see, we have the desk here. So we do have a cable management block underneath, depending on what you're going to use this for. And the only cable I have running is the one down there. It's just because I don't want to get it jammed at the moment. But relatively is an extremely nice desk. It is very slim and slow profile, and the colour alone is extremely nice. I have to admit, it's probably a little bit thicker than my phone, but relatively extremely strong, and I liked their method of actually using wooden dowels all the way. So as we can also see from the side here, we do have the actual main control panel. So this is going to be your up and down, so it's as simple as, you can see the little LED on the side there, currently at 91.6. If I hold it down, the desk is going to move down. And it's really simple. If I just want to go up to a certain level, I can do that. Or we also have 1, 2, 3 and 4, so these are programmable. So at the moment 1 is at its lowest, or if I want it at its highest, I just have to click on 4 and this will go to its highest level, which is 1, 2, 2. So we also have S on the side. So what I can do is if I want this down to, I don't know, say exactly, see if I like it at that, all I need to do is click on the S. It's then going to come up with this, and then I'll click the number 3 button. Oh. So if I click the S there, click on S, click on 3, that's now program 3 is at 96.6. So if I lower this down a little bit, and then click on 3, what it's going to do is go straight up to 96.6. And there we go. That is simply how I can reprogram this. Click on S for whatever I want and click the number 1, 2, 3 or 4, and it'll program it basically to how I want it, and it really is that simple. Now, so this desk is pretty much going to be used on everything I need. So when I'm recording my content, when it comes to doing my ceiling views,
which is going to be also very nice.
Now this is definitely something I'm going to have to get used to, because like I said, I'm used to a static desk from my IKEA build, which is just up in the cards if you want to go check that out. But I have to admit, this desk is going to make life a lot easier. Now, this is going to be perfect for the likes of the people that work from home. You know, it gets annoying sat down here all the time. It doesn't do your back any good. Well, depending on the type of chair. Mine's a gaming chair, so naturally doing work, it tends to get a little bit more uncomfortable. But I have to admit, having a desk like this is going to make my life a lot easier, especially when I'm working on the desk itself, whether I'm using my laptop or if I'm just doing some art or if I'm just, you know, doing a few things for work. This is going to make life a lot easier for a lot of people out there. You know, trying to find a desk that actually fits your perfect needs is very hard. The IKEA desk is great, but it's not perfect. I enjoy this desk because I can move it to whatever height I want, whether I'm on the chair like this to allow the arms to slide under, or whether I just want to be comfortable. So that's one of the main reasons why I like this desk so much, is the maneuverability and its sheer size. You know, there's a lot of room underneath. I'm not going to continuously hit my legs. There's cable management trays underneath. So if I want to have a setup on here, that will be also perfect. So that's probably something we're going to look at in the future, is probably getting another one of these to replace the IKEA desk, so I can have two of them and I can raise them and lower them how I want. In the end of the day, if this is something that's going to fit your needs and you want something that's amazing quality, perfect price, adequate, small, and fits in so many different variety of places, I definitely want to recommend this. All the links are going to be in the video description, so if you do want to go check them out, be my guest. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video regarding this company. Now, that video I am looking forward to because it keys in perfectly with this desk. And when we do the video, you'll understand why. So please don't forget to make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on that video, because I promise you it's going to fit in perfect with this desk.